Ladies and gentlemen, Open Door Technologies, ticker symbol OPEN, is up 78%, was up about 100% today. Give yourself a round of applause because we called it out last night in Discord. Keep an eye on Open, but we also called it out a few days ago. This one only is going to Discord. As well as Plenty mentioned, keep an eye on Open, 20% short interest with gaining momentum. Price targets 343, 705, 817. Those are now obviously changed up. But again, congratulations to anybody who made money on Open. Last night, we'll do it again. Last night we called out Devs, ticker symbol DEVS. This came all the way up to $1.02 a share, up 130% from last night's call out, still currently up 23%. Guys, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Make sure to watch until the end of the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you're missing these plays, make sure to press the top link in the description to join my Discord server and turn post notifications on for the channel. All right, let's talk about the SPY. The SPY is absolutely bullish, but it depends on how we close today. Is this a massive bull trap on the SPY? We talked about two crucial levels, one under 618, one basically above 630. We now have broken a 4-hour candle, a big one right above 630, coming to 631.60, give or take some change. And now we are getting a little bit of a cool off around 630.80. If the SPY decides that it wants to close back below 629.75, then this was almost certainly a bull trap. But again, it is not time to bet against the market. Is it time to bet with the market? Possibly, as long as this is not a bull trap once again, but if you're running stops, you should be okay. Where will this bring the SPY if we continue to rally? Well, the next stop is about 644 on the S&P 500. Apple is one that I want to talk about. I believe it is now time to start putting it in the long-term portfolio. As we press up against 213.50, we came into this sell zone, sort of this liquidity pocket. We sold off a little bit, gave back some, and I think Apple is testing and pressing up for a gap right above 216, and I think now is the time to start accumulating, in my personal opinion, for the long term. Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN, is one that I'm bringing you. This has entered price discovery, building a base on its all-time high from its IPO, and it has earnings coming up July 31st. Guys, if you are a holder of this, let me know in the comments down below, but we are building a base on support right around 418.50, and the next stop, if we have a massive beat on earnings, is 527. Now, speaking of crypto, DJT just announced their purchase for Bitcoin Treasury has reached $2 billion. They got a little pop today, and then they gave back some gains. It popped up to 2042. Short sellers decided to short it back down. GNS also increased their Bitcoin Treasury to 200 Bitcoin, which is going to bring us into Bitcoin itself, kind of flat on the day, trading at 117. We are getting beautiful consolidation here, but again, we have to be very, very careful with what is going on, because what happened in the SPY, as well as what happened in Bitcoin, was mainly led by shorts being squeezed out of their positions. Squoze isn't a word. It is now. They got cooked out of their positions during these two massive green candles, and now we're consolidating. So is this consolidation going to lead to giving back and rebuilding a base at 109? Or are we going to get that next leg up to 131? In my opinion, the way things are building out, we will get that move to 130K plus. Ethereum still green on the day, 3,700, came very close to 4,000. Again, be careful here because Ethereum is in this blue cycle, in which case we have been in it for quite a bit. We got the sell-off part of the cycle, we got the first initial pop, the consolidation, and now we are on our way to what looks like potential for all-time highs, which is, in my opinion, at least the way it's lining up right now, is going to be mid-August to September. We're going to see those highs, but it could happen earlier, and also it could happen later. We could also be seeing a super cycle. We got some stuff to talk about with that, but I want you to keep an eye on Dogecoin as well. Dogecoin, very, very risky here, okay? If Dogecoin rejects off of 30 cents, then altcoins could be over and there could be a lot of people holding bags. But I want to state, if Dogecoin gets above 30 cents, closes, opens a new candle, and momentum carries over strong, watch the volume, watch the inflow, and just keep an eye on market caps as well as M2 liquidity, which we'll talk about. If we get above that and we close and momentum is building, you're going to test 37 and 41 cents. And I believe Dogecoin can hit a high that is higher than what we have seen, right around 80 cents, I believe. Yeah, 73 to 77 cents. I believe we can pass that probably mid-August, September, along with Ethereum. XRP 360, all-time highs, huge market cap. What is happening? Look at the market cap of these plays right now. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP still holding the top spots, and that is because global M2 continues to rise. The latest data, 111 trillion, and then Bitcoin follows with a price increase like usual. If the trend continues, then crypto continues. If it doesn't, then crypto won't, which leads us into the Buffett indicator, indicating that we are in an extreme bubble that will eventually come down and crash, and it won't be good. But I believe that we are in a different scenario, and that several indicators over the past few years have been completely wrong or maybe completely early, including Robert Kiyosaki warning that bubbles are about to burst, predicting gold, silver, and Bitcoin will crash alongside other assets, which this guy has stated several times. So have other analysts. Yes, obviously it's easy to expect a crash because this is the most overbought market that people have experienced in their lifetime. I mean, this is if your money's in the right spot, this is the fastest route to wealth, especially in some growth plays that we called out and gave Discord as well. But that is for another note. Now, GameStop's next big play, new trademark filing for trading cards marketplace, sparks retail buzz. Online retail store services featuring collectible trading cards, online resale services for collectible trading cards, providing a marketplace for buyers and sellers of collectible trading cards. Basically, GameStop is entering a new space. If it goes through, GameStop would enter a category dominated by eBay and its unit TCG Player, which eBay acquired for nearly $300 million in 2023, and it's going to be competing with services like Arena Club, which is a well-known card trading marketplace. GameStop is now dipping their toes in not a new sector to them, but actually a little bit different. They appear to be planning a platform where you can buy and sell and showcase physical cards, but with a little bit of a twist, with a layered digital experience that mimics the thrill of ripping open a booster pack online. So shout out GameStop, but we're still flat and we still didn't move on this news. GameStop is pinned right now. We have low volatility, and what I think is happening is options. Options are pinning GameStop's price down. Where will we go from here? When will it happen? Well, I just think that we need some sort of major catalyst. I think Ryan Cohen stated, if the time is right and we have a major opportunity, we're going to do X, right? But I think this is a major opportunity and a time to do something. The stock is flat and it's damn near where you can buy the entire float. We're only sitting at a $10.34 billion market cap. I hope we get a buyback, at least just a little bit of shares, and that will be a possible catalyst, which retail will FOMO into the stock, and we should see some movement or some sort of catalyst that isn't as small as this one. I'm waiting for some sort of big catalyst here. We could also take a look. I forgot to throw it in the video here. Let me bring this up. Yeah, we're getting a cool off in the Japanese 10-year government bonds. So we want to see this tick back up again. We are looking at a triple top right here, right around 1.6%. We want that to continue higher. Let's see. Don't give up on that it's pinned though, because institutions are also still buying, and they're also buying via dark pool as well. A lot of block trades still happening over there. AMC currently getting rejected off of this descending resistance level, which is not a good signal, but it could be a temporary one. We rejected off it back here, and now today we are rejecting off of it down about 4%. AMC can be building just a little bit of cool off for a bigger move right up to 430 plus, which is going to kick some things off. and maybe GameStop following a bigger move. I don't think this is over yet. Normally when AMC tests 3 to 4 times, it loves to break out to the upside. And I just don't see us, falling and coming back down into late August into September before ripping higher. But it's a possibility. It would be a very, very delayed sort of squeeze setup, but that's not what I see happening. I'm hoping for a little bit of a cool off and a breakout on this move. Now, BYON is one we also called out in Discord. In fact, in this green pocket right here, when we were breaking right out of this channel is when it called out. It's up another 11% today. And since the call out, it is up about 70% or so. This is still sitting at a 15.6% short interest. I'm going to give you a few free plays. RGTI, we talked about in Discord. It is now coming up for a gap fill, and this is still sitting at a 20% short interest. This is one to watch along with RKT, building momentum here, up 5%. Could be early. Earnings coming up. Shorts are going to possibly try and exit coming into that earnings, at least some of them. So we should see a little bit more upside coming into late July. RKT also has a almost 70% short interest, which is disgusting. And there is one or two that I did not mention in the video that are going strictly to the Discord server. I don't know why the 10,000 of you guys are not clicking that link to join the Discord. You are not taking trading seriously unless maybe you have another server that you don't want to, go against or whatever it may be. But I think you just need one group chat, you need one channel, and you come join the fam with the best people, best vibes who talk stocks and crypto. And there are tons of alerts in there. You guys have seen it. I've brought it up again. We have breakout trade alerts right here that are popping off all day, every day. High success trade flow alerts that are popping off every day. Option sweeps, insider trades, dark pool activity, market news as soon as it comes out, and analyst grades that are changing constantly. Then we obviously talk stocks, short squeeze, post charts, talk crypto. I post my trades. I post my video links. You can request videos. We post our gains, losses, and then there are some off-topic discussions in there as well if you want to pop in. Guys, don't forget to join that. That is it. I love you all. God bless. Lottery Stocks out.